Most music video editors don't know about this secret AI plugin, and I've actually been able to use it to cut down my editing time by 90%. I went from spending 60 hours a week editing music videos to only spending 4 hours a week editing. And the craziest part is I've been able to edit 10 times more the amount of music videos. So in this video, I'm gonna break down what this secret AI plugin is, how to use it, and how you can save time as a music video editor. I think it's ultra important for us as editors to value our time because our clients clearly don't, and their expectations only get higher and higher. So if you want to keep getting work and stay in the video editing game, I really see plugins like this as essential to the editing workflow. Right now, we're inside of Premiere Pro. This plugin specifically for Premiere Pro, so if you're a DaVinci user, sorry. The plugin we're using is called AutoEdit. I've linked down to it below. Just quick disclaimer, it is a paid one. But in this video, I'm going to explain to you why it's so worth it and it is absolutely save you way more time in the long run. So to open it, you go to Window, you hit Extensions, and you click AutoEdit. And boom, just like that, it pops up. So a plugin inside of Premiere Pro is basically like an add-on app. These are little scripts that you can add onto Premiere to speed up your workflow, create cooler effects. So I'm going to open it up, and as you can see, there are 3 tabs. First, we are prompted to upload the music. So if you're editing a music video, this plugin works specifically for music videos. You know this process, right? The longest part about music video editing, for me at least, is cutting to the beat. Cutting to the beat and lining up all your takes and just selecting all the different cuts that you want for your music video takes so long. I actually used to be a tour videographer and concert videographer. I went on tour with Lil Baby in 2023 on the IOU tour. I was filming all the openers, like recaps and their highlight reels, and I would spend like at least from the show ends from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning, I would be editing, and most of that is just cutting to the beat. So this plugin is automatically going to cut to the beat for us, and I'll show you how it works. Once we've uploaded our music track, we're going to select our performance takes. Performance takes are basically the shots where the artist is, they're performing the song. They're singing the song, they're just doing their verses. You know these shots. You can upload basically an infinite amount of performance takes in the plugin. I recommend keeping it under 10, and then I'm gonna hit open. And then lastly, this is my favorite part, is the B-roll selector. So there's actually a feature where you can select B-roll shots. So you know what B-roll are. They're just the shots where the artist is not performing. Close-ups, small details, scenery, just other things that are not performances. So we're gonna upload these B-roll shots, and then we're gonna hit continue. Automatically, as you saw, that was crazy. It built out our timeline for us. Now what it's gonna do is it's gonna prompt us to synchronize your footage. So you just basically select everything as I did right here, and then I'm going to right click it and I click synchronize. Now make sure you hit audio track channel and you hit mix down, it's very important, and then hit OK. And boom, just like that, instantly it synchronizes all of our clips. Now there are some small cases where if you get an error that looks like this, it's not the plugin's fault, don't worry. It's basically just means that your audio isn't loud enough and it's hard for Premiere to detect where the synchronization is. So unfortunately, if you come to that, just go ahead and line up your audio manually. Usually it's just one track that's messing it up. So I recommend just going ahead and like starting with 4 clip selections and then synchronizing and see if that works and so forth. And then usually you'll be able to identify like which clip is messing up the synchronization process. One other trick that I like to use to line up the beat is I like to listen for one exact beat or one specific word, and then I just find that throughout all the other clips and then just line it up to match that part instead of trying to like match 5 clips at once. So once we have all of our clips lined up, as you can see, one of my clips is really long. What I'm going to do for this is I'm actually just going to go ahead and cut off the beginning because I know the song doesn't even really start until about here. We'll just cut it until it starts with the song, and then we're just going to delete those just like that. Now I'm going to select all of these clips and drag them to the beginning. By the way, I'm using the track select tool. So now everything's in place. You're going to want to quickly check to make sure all your clips are formatted. So this is where I recommend doing all your changes, because after this next part is gonna be crazy. It's absolutely gonna blow your mind. Keep watching, guys. I promise you this is gonna be so crazy to watch. So basically it's going to set your sequence settings to whatever the first clip you uploaded. So let's say you accidentally shot some clips in 4K and some in HD, right? Now the 4K clips are just way too large. So we're just gonna have to scale this one down manually by 50%. We just go ahead and copy this, and then just make sure you check every other clip to make sure if they're in 4K or 1080p. And I think all of these are 1080p. Now we're pretty much ready for my favorite part, which is the auto edit. So we hit next. Now what it's gonna do, it's gonna detect the beat of the song. So we're waiting, and boom, just like that, it's found the BPM, which is 31.25. I actually think it might be a little bit higher, but if you actually know the exact BPM, of course, just go ahead and just type it in right here. I'm gonna leave it as 2.5 as is. And then there's a bunch of different options in here. I'll quickly explain them, but staircase pattern is the pattern of your music video edit. Do you want it to be random, or do you want it to be the staircase, right? And basically the staircase is just going to start in order of the clips. So it's going to start with clip 1, clip 2, clip 3, clip 4, and so on. We're just going to go ahead and hit collapse, and that's basically going to put everything into one layer at the end. And then we're going to use variation for edit speed. This is basically like how fast do you want your cuts to be. So if you use variation, it'll just be a mix of all of these. And then lastly is the start time. Now start time is basically for songs that have like a voicemail, or there's like some build up in the beginning, and the beat of the song doesn't really start until later. And this is really good for analyzing the BPM of if your song has voicemail. Kind of a very niche scenario, but thought it was a cool feature to add. So now we're going to hit proceed to B-roll. Now this B-roll selector is basically going to ask us how much shakiness do we want to keep. If you set it to high, it's going to keep only the smoothest shots. And if you set it to low, there's going to be some more manual movement. So we're going to set it to high, and we're going to say, yes, this is a music video. And then we hit trim B-roll. So now it's going to detect the camera shake. It's going to load for just a little bit. Shouldn't take too long. By the way, if you upload like really high 4K 60 frame per second clips, expect for it to load a little bit longer. But for our case, we got about 5 seconds left. And now this is where the magic happens. Just watch very closely. Automatically, it has built out our B-roll sequence, and you can see we have this nice sequence of B-roll. Now, if we come back to the main sequence, this is where the magic happens. So I'm just gonna click off. My hands are up here. Watch what happens. It is going to automatically start editing our music video for us. And as you can see, it's applying those cuts directly on the beat. And then it uses a staircase style pattern to choose our selects. And boom, just like that, we have a final music video timeline. And if you play it out, you can see we have some B-roll clips, we have the song, we have just like all sorts of cuts on beat. This is so crazy. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff I would still change. Obviously, as a creative director, I wouldn't leave it as is, but this is like crazy, the fact that we can get this level of a rough draft in just literally seconds. I'm being dead serious. Now what we can do is we can actually apply some visual effects on top of this. As you can see, there's a stars tab, and in this stars tab, there's a manual and an AI mode for visual effects. The AI mode will only work for music videos if you do this process. Keep in mind. So if you get this plugin and you try to use this AI mode on like previously existing projects, it won't work. But the manual mode will. So you can see there's a bunch of different visual effects types. There's camera shakes, there's chrome effects, there's CRT glitches, and whatever effect I want, if I want it, I can just hit insert at playhead, and then boom, instantly it applies the effect, and now we got some nice CRT effects being applied. There's also other crazy stuff in here like film borders, film burns. You can see there's just automatically applying for us on our timeline, and we don't have to really do anything. If we want to move them around, we can do that as well, and it's super easy to use. It doesn't stop there. The AI mode over here makes it even faster to apply visual effects. Now for this mode, all you literally have to do is just select whatever effect types you want. So do you want CRT effects? Do you want some film burns? Maybe I want some, I'll do some film burns. I'll do some light streaks, and maybe we'll do some mixed media effects. And keep in mind, some of the green screen effects do need to be keyed, but it's really easy. You just hit add visual effects, and as you can see, it's analyzing my timeline. And boom, it is instantly applying visual effects on my timeline on layer V8. And just like that, we have instant visual effects being applied. And now you can see we got mixed media effects, we got some film burns, CRT effects. What else is going on over here? Light streaks. This is really crazy. I mean, once again, wouldn't be like the final output result, but the fact that you can get this level of an edit just in seconds is pretty crazy. And I think that's where the true value add is here. One thing I want to highlight on before we move on to the next feature, yes, there's still a next feature. Some of these effects have green screen, but it's really easy to use them. Let's say you like one of these bullet effects, right? You hit insert at playhead. Instantly applies the effect, but it's green. How do I remove this green screen? Well, it's super easy. You just come over here to your effects panel, and if you don't see that, you can just go to window, you hit workspaces, and you hit all panels, and you should be able to see it, and then go into your effects and search for the ultra key effect. Apply this ultra key effect to the green screen effect, and then literally just click the key color and click the green, and boom, instantly like that, it keys out the green. Then the relief is that you don't have to do this for every clip. You can actually just right click this ultra key, you can copy it, and then you can hit paste, Command V or you can right click it and just paste it to all of those clips at once. So it's not gonna slow down your workflow by making you have to manually key out every green screen. We would have loved to include a transparent file, but it just would have been way too large for the project file. Yeah, that's basically how you can apply green screen effects. And then lastly is the title card applier. So there's a title card applier in here as well. You can apply cinematic title cards of your choice by literally just going over to the part where you want a title. And then I'm just going to, let's do it right here. I'm gonna hit insert at playhead, and boom, instantly like that, we got a cinematic title card. And the cool thing about this is that if you go to your effects control panel, you can actually hit the drop down and type whatever you want right here. And it's completely customizable. The font is changeable. You can change stuff like the color. You can change literally anything you want to it. This is actually like the best plugin for music video editing. Now, some people might have a question about color grade. Oh, as you can see, these clips are still raw. They're still gray. I want to add color grade. Well, that's actually really easy as well. It's not a feature inside the plugin, but if you want to quickly add color grade to all your clips after the music video edit, just go to the Lumetri color panel, go ahead and select the LUT that you want. And by the way, I've linked to a free LUT down below just because I appreciate you guys for watching this video. We're gonna go with this LUT right here. This looks pretty nice and cinematic. So now we're just gonna go and select the Lumetri color in the effects and control panel. So effects control and Lumetri color. We're gonna right click it, copy it, and then literally select all these clips and hit Command V to paste it. As you can see, now all of our clips have a nice cinematic color grade to them, and we got a full music video. So hopefully you got some value from this video. If you found this plugin interesting, I've linked down to it below in the description. Yes, it's a paid plugin, but as you saw, this alone would have taken me at least 14 hours to get a rough cut edit. And that's if I like stayed up and was like locked in the whole time. And if you're a music video editor, at least editing 2 music videos or more a month, this alone is a no-brainer plugin to buy. I think it's ultra important for us as editors to value our time because our clients clearly don't, and their expectations only get higher and higher. So if you want to keep getting work and stay in the video editing game, I really see plugins like this as essential to the editing workflow. Hopefully you found some value in this video. If you want to check out the new AutoEdit plugin that we're making for event recap video editors, you can check out this video linked right here.